Towards the end of the trucker convoy in Ottawa last January, the government brought in the Emergencies Act. Most of the ports had already been cleared, but specifically Windsor. No one's down there anymore, normally. But it was brought in, and it was very controversial. Andrew Lawton has written a book called The Freedom Convoy. All the details about the convoy. He's a journalist, and he is a hard hitter, so there's no baloney in it. He joins me right now because I want to put it specifically to you, Andrew, about the Emergencies Act. So most things were going by then. In fact, the convoy, as you say, was all sort of winding down. And all of a sudden the government comes in with a boom, 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 Emergencies Act. Why, do you think? And what did it do?
There was a negotiation underway between members of the convoy and the city of Ottawa to actually get all of the trucks either onto Wellington Street, off of the residential areas, or out of Ottawa. And this was in motion. They were literally doing this and had been doing this for 2 days when the Emergencies Act came in. I think Justin Trudeau saw that his window was closing and there was going to come a time when it wouldn't have been possible to justify it. The border closings were being freed up. The city of Ottawa was being cleaned up. And I think they realized it's now or never, or we'll never be able to do this.
So why do they want to do it? If it's all going to be ending, why would he want to bring in the Emergencies Act?
They wanted access to the money. I mean, the financial powers in the Emergencies Act, I think, are what the government was really after. Being able to seize millions of dollars that had been collected, donated, that was going towards the truckers. And you may remember, even when the Ottawa trucks were cleared, they kept the Emergencies Act in place for several days.
Yes.
Why?
Well, I don't know, but I mean, one of the figures you say in here is like $10 million. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, they raised $10 million twice. Because first GoFundMe froze, and then they re-raised it with another platform, and then the government went after that.
So was it really a money grab, or was the government just scared? Or did they want to say, I've got a big hammer here?
I think both could be true. We saw a government that was really humiliated by this whole thing. This was right on their doorstep. They didn't see it coming, and they didn't take the truckers at their word that they were going to be there for the long haul.
Right. And so they had to show who's in charge, even though it's come out now, and there's an inquiry going on with Mr. Justice Trudeau, but it has come out that every police person involved has said, we didn't ask for it. After the government said, Mendicino, the minister, said, the police asked for it specifically. He said that many times in Parliament, on air, and now all the cops are saying, well, we never asked for that. I mean, where do you stand on this one?
Well, I think it was clear law enforcement didn't ask for it. It was clear from them being able to free up the border crossings that they didn't need it. And there's been no violence conspiracy, contrary to some rumors from Marco Mendicino. But there's been absolutely zero justification that's been presented.
Andrew Lawton, you've got the truth in here. It's a good book. The Canadian Revolution. If you did not know that the red ensign, formerly Canada's flag, has now been labeled by the Canadian government a symbol of hate, and they're sending that to all the students, then press subscribe and PayPal and learn more.